Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Mr. Red. I'm back out in the woods, obviously. Today, I got a treat for you. We're bringing you another episode of Get Your Ass in the Woods. And today, I'm out here. Today's the day. We're going to pick one of my favorite things to come out and forage today. I've only been picking this. It's a fruit. I've only been picking this fruit since this time last year. So this is only my second year foraging for this fruit. But it quickly became one of my absolute favorite fruits to pick. Favorite out of anything. Fruits, veggies, mushrooms, whatever you can come out into the woods and pick. This is one of my favorites. The more I found out about it, the more and more I liked it. This thing is packed full of all kinds of shit that's good for you. Good health, medicinal benefits. I'll tell you all about it. We're going to check it out right now. So, I'm actually standing right underneath one of the trees. So this woods that I'm in right now, this location, is packed full of these trees. They're everywhere. But one of the things about these trees is a lot of them are high up in the air. Like you probably would need a ladder. If you don't have a ladder, I don't have a ladder today. I'm gonna still get plenty of fruit, but if you had a ladder, you'd be able to get way more because these things are very high up there. So what I have to do is like reach up, grab the lowest branch I could get and just start pulling this tree down to me, and like as I pull it down I can kind of get more branches and get more fruit. So I'm gonna point this up there, show you what we're talking about today, and just want to remind you one time real quick, get your ass in the woods. This shit, boy, this is worth it. So this is the tree right here, not these ones blowing around super close to me, but boom, way up there. All right, here we go. I'm gonna zoom in on some of the fruit if I can. There you go, right there. You know what that is? What does that look like? You don't know? Looks like a cherry, damn it. This is a black cherry tree. Prunus serratina is the Latin name for it. Yes, I am a nerd and I know this shit off the top of my head. But black cherry tree. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but it's not really showing up too well, but as you look up this tree, they are loaded. Every time you see a black cherry tree, if the birds haven't picked it over yet, these things are loaded. I mean, thousands of fruit on one tree. And like I said, there's black cherry trees in this location everywhere. They're all over the place. So, all right, I'm gonna zoom in on some fruit. There you go. You see those red cherries? You don't want to eat those yet. Like I said, this is black cherry. You want to wait. I'm gonna try to find a black one. You want to wait until the fruit turns black. And I see them like with my eyes, but to find one on the camera is kind of a pain in the ass. But I'm gonna do it for you guys. Oh, hold up. You know what? One other thing, right quick. Chutch. One other thing about this, just this specific tree. This isn't all the trees out here, all the black cherry trees, just this one. One thing you want to look out for, don't forget, or else you're gonna be itching your ass off. Now you know what it is. I'm gonna show you. So I'm standing right under the tree. That's where you need to be to pick them. And right where I'm gonna be standing, damn it. Where's it at? All right, over here somewhere. Right here. Look at all this bullshit. You know what that is, don't you? Poison ivy. And it's all through right here on the ground. All boom right there. You see all that nastiness. So when you're picking black cherries, or really when you're picking in general, look on the ground. You don't want to be walking through, damn it, what's it called? Poison ivy. You don't want that shit. I don't want that shit. I'm standing here right in the middle of it like a dumbass. For you though, I'm doing it for you. So check it out. This branch, black cherry tree, I'm gonna pull it down. All right, boom, boom. Check this out, black cherries. See? This will give you a perfect example. They start out, they're red. You gotta wait until they turn black, like this bad boy right here. And then, that's what you wanna do. You wait till they turn black, pick all the black ones, leave the red ones, come back and pick those when they turn black. But that's what you wanna do. That black one right there, that's how you want them to look when you pick them. I'm gonna pick this and show you the inside of it real quick. They come off, when they're ready to be picked, they come off of the tree extremely easily. Damn, poison ivy. Extremely easily. All right, here we go. One black cherry. Now you come out here and pick one black cherry, that ain't gonna really do shit for you. You're still gonna be hungry. But you come out here and pick, you bring a mason jar. Yesterday I came out and picked 4 cups of these things. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It took me about an hour. And I find a lot of trees, a lot of black cherry trees, they're just so damn high in the air, you can't get at them. Now this one, that's a black cherry tree, I can get that. You know, I can get a good amount of it. This one right here, most of that is too high for me to get. If I came back with a ladder, I'd do a lot better. And I probably will, because I'm a nerd. But, all right, that's what we're after. It's a black cherry. I'm gonna open it up, show you what's cracking on the inside. Here we go. I'm just gonna take a quick bite. And this is what I wanted to show you. See that pit? Where is it? See that pit right there? The pits in black cherries contain cyanide. You do not want to eat those. That is just the cherry minus the pit. I took the pit out. You can eat that. You can eat it, make jelly, make cherry pie, if you're smart, you'll make something healthy, so you ain't adding a ton of sugar to something that's very healthy for you. But this is what you want right there. Collect the whole mason jar of them. Get the pits out of it. You definitely want to get the pits out. You eat those, it can fuck you up, make you sick. All right, so that's it. I'm gonna eat this. Very good. Now, that's really good. A lot of the cherries that you see in the store are what they call sweet cherries. I think there's 2 types of cherries. You got tart cherries and sweet cherries. These are considered tart cherries, so not as sweet as a sweet cherry, obviously. But if you do your research and find out about the 2 different kinds, tart cherries are like way better for you than sweet cherries. And that's not to say sweet cherries are bad for you. They're still good for you. Shit, I think if it grows from the earth and it's edible, it's probably good for you. It's not always the case, but tart cherries, these are, there's so many good things about these cherries, it seems endless. If you suffer from certain, illnesses or just problems, these may be able to help you, so pay attention. But I'm just looking at, there's 2 trees right here, there's a couple more over there, but they're everywhere. There's acres and acres of this shit back here. But I'm going to tell you a little bit about the medicinal and health benefits of eating these. And if you're anything like me, if you're a nerd for wild food, you're going to love this. This quickly became one of my absolute favorite things to pick out of everything that grows wild. And I'm going to tell you why. And these trees are just loaded. If I had a ladder, I would be straight. Now, let's see here. We're gonna get into, I'm gonna tell you some of the good things about black cherries. Prunus serratina. Now, they're loaded full of good things for your body, shit. Here we go. I just want to, maybe I'll hold this up there and look at this fruit while I tell you all about it. Where's that bitch? There's a berry, or a cherry, right there. But like I said, they're loaded. Poison ivy all through here, but these things are loaded full of good things for you. All right, so what's in a black cherry? Can you see me, or is it too sunny? Here we go. I'm gonna try it like this. What is in a black cherry that's good for you? We're gonna go over that right now. Lots of shit. So they got B vitamins, vitamin K, vitamin C, potassium, fiber. That means if you ain't regular on the pot, if you ain't pooping like that every day, you should be. Eat something with some fiber. You want something good with some fiber? Get your ass out in the woods, pick some black cherries. help you take a dump every day. And it ain't the funnest thing to talk about, but you know, you want that. You want to be regular on the toilet. It helps. Also, magnesium. What else? Manganese, or whatever the hell it's called. All that shit is in black cherries. And there's more too. I'm just telling you what I know, but there's more than that. Black cherries are an anti-inflammatory. A lot of people suffer from inflammation. Actually, inflammation is, I want to say it's like the #1 cause of disease, but maybe I'm wrong. But inflammation is a huge cause of disease, and this is an anti-inflammatory. Black cherries also contain melatonin. If you don't know what melatonin is, it's something that is naturally in our bodies already, but it helps you sleep. So if you have trouble sleeping at night, if you're an insomniac, eat some black cherries, drink some cherry juice, you know, something like that. Somehow ingest cherries, black cherries, tart cherries. Also, black cherries lower your blood pressure. Last time I went to the doctor, they said I had high blood pressure, so I'm eating them, you know. It's good for you. Also, so it lowers your blood pressure. Also, it lowers your cholesterol. So, I mean, so far, anti-inflammatory. It contains melatonin to help you sleep. Lowers your blood pressure. Lowers your cholesterol. This thing that's growing on this tree all over the woods is a superfood. I don't know what food has to do to be considered a superfood, but if you ask me, this shit is a superfood all day long. That's why it's one of my favorites. Like I said, you do need to look out for the pits. The pits contain cyanide. You do not want to ingest that. You don't want to eat that and have cyanide in your body. Now, I'm sure you'd probably have to eat a lot of them for it to mess you up. Maybe if it's a small child or something, maybe not so much, but I don't eat any of them. I'm a full-grown man. I don't eat one black cherry pit. I ain't taking my chances with nothing bad. You know, I eat this to get the good things from it. You know, I eat it for the benefits. I don't want any of the bad parts. I don't want no negative side effects. Some of the things, like if you eat black cherries, it helps fight heart disease. It helps prevent strokes, rheumatoid arthritis, or even arthritis in general. Helps with arthritis. Lupus. I know actually a few women who had lupus. My grandma had lupus. Black cherries help with lupus. Diabetes. Actually, diabetes run in my dad's side of my family. They were all, you know, big, kind of overweight men, but diabetes runs in my family, so I could get it hereditary. And you know, just another benefit of eating these black cherries, helps fight diabetes. Mental function, just brain function, it improves brain function. So I'm not saying if you eat black cherries you're going to be smarter, but I am saying there's a good chance your brain may function better. I don't, you know, if you want to get smarter, read a book. Prevent cancer. That's a huge one, because now with the world we live in, all this technology and all types of shit, it seems like everything causes cancer. Going to the grocery store seems to cause cancer, especially if you buy all that shit, processed foods in a box. So black cherries prevent against cancer. What else? Tooth decay. Black cherries prevent tooth decay. And I don't know if you've been to the dentist lately. I have. They ain't getting any cheaper. So if you could eat something, if you could do something for free that's going to help your teeth and lower your bill at the dentist, you know, less cavities. You ain't going to need cavities, crowns, all that bullshit. They put fluoride in your mouth at the dentist, which is poison. It blows my mind that they still do that, but whatever. Prevents tooth decay. I mean, and the list goes on. Skin health. So eating black cherries helps your skin health. Your skin will appear clearer. Like if you suffer from acne, it could help with that. Your skin health will improve from eating black cherries on a regular basis. Skin protection. Look at me. I'm a white boy, and I mean that like the color white that you get in a box of crayons. That's my skin color. I'm white. You know what I mean? And it's funny too, because like if I were to moon the camera, my whole body is bright ass lily white, but my butt cheeks, since they don't see the sun, my butt cheeks is even whiter than like my arm skin and my face skin. I'm a bright white boy. So anyway, I said all that just to tell you, skin protection. Black cherries help with skin protection. I'm not saying I could sit out in the sun all day and nothing bad will ever happen, because I'll get fried. I'll turn red very soon, and you know, sunburns like that, you don't want to take your chance with what is it called, melanoma? Nah, that ain't for me. So black cherries help with skin protection. Another thing, hair health. Your hair. It improves your hair health, just like your skin. So one thing I noticed, just a little side story, when me and my wife were having we have 2 sons. When she got pregnant with the first one, she was taking these pills that they call prenatals. You probably heard of them before. So we noticed when my wife was taking prenatals, her skin was very clear. Like you could see a noticeable improvement in her skin, her hair, and her nails, like fingernails, toenails. And whatever is in those prenatals must be in the cherries. I don't know if that's true, but cherries improve your skin health, your hair health, and your nails. So I don't know what it is. I'll take it though. I mean, I'm not looking in the mirror doing my hair, and I don't never do my nails. I just clip them every now and then, but if I can have that health, I want it. You know what I mean? And it's growing right here in my backyard all over the place. There's no excuse for me to knock it out here. Now, like I said, I came out here yesterday and I picked 4 cups, a full quart mason jar full of black cherries. It took me about an hour. I definitely could have ran down to the grocery store, picked up a bag of cherries. Probably would have cost me like $5-6. I would have had more than what I picked out here, and it wouldn't have taken me an hour. It would have probably took me half the time. The reason I really prefer to get out here, there's a lot of reasons. One, it's just my interest. This is what I'm into. This is what makes me happy. Another reason, I'm getting up and I'm exercising. To sit in my car, drive to the grocery store, pay for the fruit, and drive home, I got pretty much no exercise, a tiny bit of walking. Getting into the woods, I'm out here, I'm in the heat, so I'm working up a little bit of a sweat. I'm getting some vitamin D from the sun. I'm moving. This is exercise. I'm climbing in a tree. I'm pulling trees down to me. I'm always doing something. It's exercise. I don't feel like I'm exercising because I'm having fun, but it's good for my body. I've lost weight since I got my ass out in the woods. You should too. Another reason, like I said before, these are tart cherries, and what they sell in the grocery store sells things that taste good. So they have sweet cherries. Sweet cherries are fine. They taste good. They have some health benefits, but tart cherries is where it's at. If you are the type of person who eats, basically like you choose the things you eat based on the taste, then eat sweet cherries, whatever. I don't eat like that. I used to, and I was a fat person, you know, and so in my opinion, I totally changed the way I eat. I went vegan for one, but I don't eat because I want to taste something good anymore. I eat to kind of receive the benefits of whatever it is I'm eating. So with black cherries, I just ran through the list, and there's more, but I'm receiving all those benefits when I eat black cherries. When I go to the store and eat those, yeah, I get some benefits from it, but it's nowhere near the same. And plus, this is growing wild, and I just feel like the world was created the right way from the beginning, you know? And us as people and technology and how we're like crazy about convenience, in my opinion, a lot of the stuff we do kind of fucks the world up, and I don't like that. I understand convenience and technology and improving and making advancements. That's great, but I totally disagree with taking something that works perfectly well and then fucking it up just because of convenience. So in my opinion, these cherry trees that grow here wild, that were put here by the earth and not, you know, developed in a lab by scientists who wanted to make it sweeter and bigger and make the pit smaller, whatever they do. This was created naturally. It's already growing the right way. We don't need to mess with it. So this tree is packed full of everything I want. It tastes good to me. It seems like unlimited benefits for my health. That's gonna help me to feel and function at an optimum level. You know, to live a good, healthy life is basically the goal, right? And that's what we have here out in the woods. And you know, I'm lucky enough that I have woods all over the place, and I know which location to go to for which food I want. But I'm sure, all right, so I'm in Illinois, northern Illinois, and right now, what is it, August 5th, okay? And you see, I don't know if you can see, but up in this tree, it's like 50-50. Half of them are still red, half of them are black and ready to pick. So if that gives you an idea for the timing for you to go out and find your own black cherries. But you can't beat this. All those benefits that I told you about, where are you going to get that in the grocery store? You would have to go to the pharmacy section of the grocery store and buy a bunch of pills. And I don't fuck with pills. I don't like taking medicine. I don't like a doctor to prescribe me a pill and he says it's going to help you in this one way, maybe, and then you're going to have 10 side effects that affect you negatively, but it'll help this one thing. I'm not cool with that. I would much rather come out into the woods, pick something that's very healthy for me to eat. It's going to give me a whole lot of benefits. It's going to improve my health, and I got exercise picking it. It's good for me to eat it. I didn't have to pay for it. I'm learning every time I'm out here. Like, to me, it's a no-brainer. And I look at all these people who just survive on processed foods, wondering why they pay so much money to the doctor and wondering why they feel like crap every day. Take a look at what you're doing. Take a look at what you're putting in your body. I mean, it seems like common sense. But anyway, that's enough of a rant for me. But like I said before, black cherries, Prunus serratina, absolutely one of my favorite things to pick that I know about. And I'm crazy about picking a whole bunch of stuff. I really like picking mushrooms. I think mushrooms are fantastic for your health. But, and I mean, don't get me wrong, there's plenty of things I really enjoy picking. But black cherries might be on the top of the list. These things are excellent. And just to kind of give you an idea, so cherry tree, this is the tree right here. Take a look at the bark. I'll show you the leaves in a second. The bark, if you're familiar with a birch tree, the bark kind of comes off like paper in a way. Birch trees are much more papery than a cherry tree, but if you take a look at this branch, you see, like right here where it's peeling off, you can just grab it and rip it off. So I really don't feel like a cherry tree looks anything like a birch tree, but you do kind of see that quality there where the bark is just kind of like off on one side. You could grab it with your hand and peel it off. Let's see, I want to show you the leaves too. So you just saw the bark of a black cherry tree. Now, here you go, look at this. The leaves. So you got that oval shape. Where is it? The oval shape, they are serrated on the edge, but not like very prominently. If you look close, you definitely see that it's jagged, but it's not crazy jagged like a saw blade or anything like that. Oval shape, I call that oval shape. If there's a better word for it, let me know in the comments. You do see the spots on there, so there's brown spots all over these leaves. I have seen those spots on, I believe, probably every cherry tree that I've come across, so that's also something to look for. But there's your leaves right there. And then, so look, follow that branch up, connected to a bigger one. I'm pulling it down, pulling it down. There you go. There's your black cherries right there. and they are all over the place. It doesn't show up very well when I just point the camera up. I mean, when I'm looking at the screen, all I see is tree. I don't really see a whole lot of berries, or why I keep calling them berries. I don't see a whole lot of cherries. But just take my word for it, this thing is loaded. There's another tree right next door to this one, loaded. And I mean, as I'm looking around, I can, just standing right here, I can see at least 5 or 6 more cherry trees. There will be times you find a black cherry tree and you can't get the fruit. It's just one of those things, like chicken of the woods mushrooms that grow on the side, the orange mushrooms that grow on the side of oak trees. Sometimes you find them and they're just way too damn high in the air. You can't get them. And same is true with these. Sometimes you'll find a black cherry tree and you can't even grab the lowest branch from on the ground. And if you don't have a ladder, you're just kind of stuck. I've actually seen a couple black cherry trees where even if I had a ladder, it wouldn't help. They're that high in the air. And it is what it is, you know, it's no big deal. The birds got to eat too, so they can have those. But man, I strongly urge you not only to pick black cherries, but get your ass in the woods and start learning, you know, learn about this stuff. I used to walk through the woods and just like thinking there's plants everywhere. I don't know what any of this stuff is, but I know the woods is full of plants. As I walk around now, I feel like I'm at a buffet. Apples right over there. Bee balm right here. Bee balm. Apples right there. And there's apple trees everywhere out here. There's stuff everywhere. There's stuff to pick in the spring. There's stuff to pick in the summer. There's stuff to pick in the fall. I don't know in Illinois, I don't know of anything that I can come out here and pick in the winter. If you guys know something, drop a comment, because I'm really interested to find out anything. I don't care if it's something small and not very significant. I want to pick something in the winter pretty much just to say I did it. Here we go, another one. This is a totally different tree now. But reach up, grab it, there's a couple. Another cool thing about the black cherries, like I said yesterday, I was out here picking, and some of them are like that in-between color, between the red, the cherries that aren't ready yet, and the black, the ones that are ready to pick. Some of them you'll find like a in-between color. They're not all the way dark, they're not red, they're like light purple or something. I picked a handful of those and left them in the jar because I wanted to see if they would ripen further off of the tree. So I had a mason jar, mostly dark cherries like you want them, the black ones. But there were a handful in there that weren't quite all the way dark yet. A little, still like a hint of red, kind of purple looking. And those, today I checked them, so one day later, and they are all super dark, black cherries the way you would want them. They're all darkened up. So I guess they do continue to ripen further after you pick them, which is good. That means you could pick some that maybe aren't quite ready, wait a day, wait 2 days, and you're good to go. Definitely just want to remind you again, take the pit out. Do not eat a pit with cyanide in it. You know, it's not smart. I'm out here to get the benefits of this food. Why would I leave something in there that's going to hurt me? That's counterproductive. So that's what it is, black cherries. I just told you about one of my favorites. I like Oreo cookies. I like dunking them in milk. That's dairy. I remember what Oreo cookies dunked in milk. I remember what that tastes like, and it's fucking great. I love it. But that ain't gonna help me. Oh, hold up. You know what? One other thing, right quick. Find your own black cherries.